A new bill in a North Carolina state house would strictly limit where drag performances could take place in the Tar Heel state. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10 on Queen City News. I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Alicia Barnes. Queen City News reporter Shakira Speaks joining us here in the studio now. Now, Shakira, the bill was just filed today, and it's less than a page long, containing just actual 2 sections of this bill. So explain this to us.
Yeah, Alicia, I printed it out. It's not even a whole page. The bill doesn't specifically use the term drag, but it does state that it's adult live entertainment, and that's including topless and exotic dancers, strippers, and male or female impersonators would be barred from performing on public property or in private if a member of the audience is younger than 18 years old. It affects more people than we think.
And I did it once and I absolutely love it. And I've been doing it now for 8 years. In the last 4 or 5 years, it's my career, it's my profession.
Emery Sloan is a drag performer, giving shows in North and South Carolina. Every day, he transforms into Erica Chanel. But that career is in jeopardy with a new proposal out of the North Carolina House that would ban drag performances in public places or in the presence of a minor.
All I could do was sit in my bed and cry this morning because I was so upset. I was so frustrated. I was so disappointed in North Carolina.
House Bill 673 classifies male or female impersonators who provide entertainment that appeals to a prurient interest as adult entertainers in the same legal category as strippers. But the bill does not define what prurient interest is or what constitutes a male or female impersonator. Violating the bill would result in a misdemeanor on the first offense and a felony on subsequent offenses. Rob Wilson has been performing for 6 years in drag, remolding himself into Crystal Brooks. He believes drag is very similar to what happens on television.
I like to compare it a lot to how the Disney characters are when you're walking around the park. You don't know who's underneath that Mickey Mouse head, but they're there for the entertainment value. And we're very the same way. We know what to do when we're in front of certain people and what not to do.
Forsyth County Republican Representative Jeff Zinger is spearheading the bill. In an email to Queen City News, Zinger says there was an incident at Forsyth Tech Community College several weeks ago that raised constituents' concerns over drag shows. This bill is a response to those concerns expressed to me about age-appropriate entertainment. Sloan was the performer at that event. He says although the performance was at a college, high school students who attended the college were there as well.
There was a group of girls, a group of, black queer girls, and they were just screaming and yelling. I brought one down, sat in her chair, hovered over her, and a page picked it up and said that I was grooming children.
But Sloan and Wilson say no matter what happens, they're here to stay.
And I will not stop. No matter if the bill happens or not, I'm not going to stop doing drag because I know that we are affecting young children's life that really need a role model in their life.
So if it gets passed, the act becomes effective December 1st, 2023 and applies to offenses committed on or after that date. Guys.